First, we're taking a closer look for you at the pink cocaine DUI case in Miami. We've got Instagram model Maecee Lathers arrested after police say she caused a 3-car crash, killing 2 people. She was allegedly high on pink cocaine, or 2C, at the time. There was a pretrial detention hearing held for her on Monday, and Bridget Matter from our affiliate WPLG in Miami has more.
Maecee Lathers will stay in jail as she awaits trial after a judge called her extremely dangerous. She appeared in court this morning visibly distraught with her head in her hands. The social media model is accused of killing 2 people after police say she crashed her car at almost 80 miles per hour in the city of Miami last month. Investigators say she was high on pink cocaine at the time of the crash and should not have been behind the wheel because she had a suspended license. Lathers, according to investigators, blew a red light speeding south on North Miami Avenue when she slammed into an SUV. Both cars collided with a sedan with 3 people inside, killing 2. A Miami police officer who responded to the scene took to the stand and said several witnesses believe Lathers was under the influence of something. Investigators say Lathers told them she was under the influence of 2C and she was from the future with a crystal ball. Lathers is facing DUI manslaughter charges among other felony charges. A trial for this case will likely take place in November. Lathers is being held behind bars on no bond.
Now this hour, we pulled out for you the very best moments from that hearing on Monday from Maecee Lathers. There's a detective from the Traffic Homicide Division who was called as a witness by the state. Let's listen together to what he told the court about the initial investigation.
Can you introduce yourself to the judge and spell your last name correctly, please?
Detective Martin Lopez, LOPD, City of Miami.
What's your current role at City Miami Police Department?
I'm a traffic homicide investigator.
How long have you been a traffic homicide investigator for?
Since October 2018.
Were you a traffic homicide investigator on August 10th of 2024?
Yes.
Okay. On that day, did you have an occasion to respond to an accident at the corner of North Miami Avenue and Northeast 8th Street in the city of Miami?
Yes.
Were you working in your capacity as a traffic homicide investigator that day?
Yes.
About what time did you arrive at the scene?
Approximately 8.
Okay. When you arrived, what was the first thing that you did?
Generally, when we first arrive to the scene, we go ahead and conduct a walk through the scene and speak to the first responding officer, PSAs, whoever on scene that has important information, and then we conduct a walkthrough and the crash scene itself.
Okay, and in this particular case, did you get information from those first responding officers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what did they tell you that they had been able to determine about the nature of the accident at that point?
Initially, 3-vehicle crash, one person deceased on scene. Before I arrived, the second individual was deceased at the hospital. There were several witnesses on scene that stated that the driver of the Mercedes vehicle, the defendant, appeared to be intoxicated at the time, and that she gave several statements to officers stating that she was under the influence of controlled drugs.
May I first witness your honor?
You may.
Thank you. Detective, let's take a look at what's been pre-marked for identification as case exhibit 1A. And when you're done looking up what's there, just look up at it. Sure. Do you recognize those?
Yes, sir.
What are they?
There are pictures of the actual crash scene.
Okay. Did you personally take these pictures?
These photographs?
Okay. Do these photographs fairly and accurately depict the scene of the crash as it was on the morning of August 10th when you responded?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Judge, at this time, the state is looking to have what's been introduced, pre-marked for identification as state exhibit 1A in evidence.
Counsel Lucina?
No.
Okay, why don't you show me the first?
Sure. Judge, at this time, I'm moving back with the pre-marked Exhibit 1A evidence.
Any objection, counsel?
No.
Sure.
Okay. You recognize what that is?
Yes, sir.
What is it?
That is our investigator 301 crash survey.
Okay. Did you author this report?
Yes, sir.
And is this report a permanent part of your case file?
Yes, sir.
Judge, at this time, I'm moving back with some pre-marked Exhibit 1C evidence.
Any objection?
No objection.
All right. Marlon ceased, Exhibit 2.
Would Your Honor like me to publish the photos here, or do you want the?
Gee, you run the show here.
I would request publishing here.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about this case. I'm going to bring in domestic violence expert, former law enforcement officer, the host of the Strong Enough podcast, Claudia King. Claudia, this woman, Maecee Lathers, she confesses to police at the scene for being high on pink cocaine, or 2C, as the drug is called. She says she's from the future. She is topless. She is vomiting. 2 people are dead. Tell us, please, your initial reaction to hearing these horrific facts of this crash.
Once again, I am infuriated by the way that people just go out and act in society. This is absolutely ridiculous, and she wasn't even supposed to be driving. She had a suspended license in the first place, so not only is she not even supposed to be out on the road, but now she's high while out on the road. And innocent people who, again, were doing the right thing. Some of these people were just on their way to work, and now their families are left without them. It's absolutely horrible, and watching her sway back and forth during that hearing was just annoying, because I'm not sure if she's going through withdrawals or she was upset, but she should have to sit up and listen and look at what she did and what she caused to these people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love that, Claudia. I love that. You know, I'm sure you've been in front of some judges who would say to her, ma'am, sit up, be respectful to the court, show some respect, you know, leaning over with her hair hanging down in front of her face. There are some judges who wouldn't tolerate that for a second. You're right. Look at those victims in the courtroom as these victims have lost their loved ones. It's horrific. So we know that she caused damage that killed 2 people, according to police. They also say that they get this confession from her. So they can see the damage, there's lots of circumstantial evidence, and then she confesses to taking this drug. Claudia, what are your thoughts on this drug 2C? That's pink cocaine, it's dyed pink, has some cocaine in it, but a mixture. We had DEA agent Michael Wilhite describe it as like a potluck dinner. You don't know what's coming to dinner for your potluck, and he said it's like that. These do-it-yourself drug distributors, they're gonna make it in a kitchen with whatever they can get their hands on. Every batch is different. What are your thoughts on that aspect of this, please?
This is what is so terrifying about any of these street drugs right now, is you really have no idea what is in them. So it's absolutely not safe to be taking them. And I'm not saying it would be safe if you knew it was just cocaine or whatever, but in this day and age, we don't know, and we see so many young people, you know, trying out, you know, what they think is a pain pill or some type of opioid, and instead it's got fentanyl in it, or maybe something like this in it. So it just keeps getting worse and worse, and I just wish people would understand that when you take anything that doesn't come from the pharmacy, you have no idea what is in that, and you have no idea what reaction you're going to have to it.
Mm-hmm. Right, Claudia, right. Our hearts go out to those victims, Abraham Ismail and Jesus Rubio, the 2 people who died and lost their lives. And we also know that Ismail was in that Suzuki also with his fiance. And Rubio, the friend, and his fiance survived. So there's another victim who survived this. Her name's Juanita Hernandez. So our hearts certainly go out to everybody affected by this. And, you know, of course, the driver of that Range Rover that was shoved into that Suzuki, that's an innocent party as well in all this. Just horrific. Claudia King, stand by, please. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, we're going to hear from the detective who was on the scene of that deadly crash.
The matriarch of the Adelson family gets arrested.
Donna Adelson is facing charges of murder, the death of her former son-in-law, Dan Markell.
Prosecutors say a bitter child custody battle was the motive for the murder-for-hire plot. Now that Donna has turned into a defendant, what's next for the Adelson clan?
Now that the ship is really sinking fast, blood doesn't matter that much.
The Matriarch Mastermind murder trial. Live coverage begins this week, only on Court TV.
Welcome back to Court TV Live, your front row seat to justice. I'm Julie Grant. Right now, we are awaiting the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of New York to unseal the federal indictment brought against Sean Diddy Combs. The rap mogul was arrested in New York last night, taken into custody by Homeland Security around 8 p.m. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office there, the arrest was made based on a sealed indictment, which is expected to be unsealed this morning. So at that point, we're going to know the exact charges and the details of the case being brought against Combs. This arrest, we do know, follows several sex assault lawsuits and Homeland Security raids on 2 of Diddy's homes. Now, we're going to continue monitoring that case, bring you any updates as soon as we have them. In the meantime, we want to take you back to Florida on another case we're following, the case of former Instagram model Maecee Lathers. She's the defendant in what's being called the pink cocaine DUI manslaughter case. In court Monday for a pretrial detention hearing, prosecutors tacked on 2 more charges of DUI manslaughter to the existing charges, which included vehicular homicide. We've got a case detective who responded to the deadly crash scene on the stand, describing his first steps. Let's watch.
Officer, what was the next step in your investigation?
We began to make sure that we had statements from the witnesses immediately before we left the scene.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Did you have an occasion to interact with the person that you later identified as the driver of the Wednesday?
I wasn't able to actually interact with her until maybe 12, 13 hours after.
Okay, where did you interact with her? Okay, the person that, was she in custody when you interacted with her at the hospital? The person that was in custody at the hospital, do you see that person in court today?
Yes.
Okay, so, half is good. That's identification. No? Okay.
So stipulation that the person sitting in the box is in application that you saw that day?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So when you were at the hospital, why did you go to the hospital?
I responded to the hospital once everything was done for the day that was anymore.
Okay. Did you also have other warrants you were serving at the hospital?
Yes.
For what?
For medical blood draw that was taken from her.
Okay. Once you impounded that medical blood, did you submit it to some Miami toxicology lab for analysis?
Yes. Okay.
Now, of course, what is your
Amen.
Show me one of the pre-marked protective escapes of 1B. Do you recognize what that is? What is it?
This is a final toxicology report from the toxicology.
Okay. When did you receive that report?
Approximately 2 weeks after the crash.
So the crash was on August 10th, so would have been about what? 24th or 25th?
Yeah, sometime long.
Sure. Is that toxicology report a permanent part of your case file?
Yes, sir.
You're at this time, I'm going to have some pre-marked statements if it won't be into evidence.
Did you have
No, Judge.
one B said exhibit 3? I'm sorry, what did you say you received the type report?
Approximately 2 weeks after.
2 weeks after that.
And we're requesting the clerk of your honor.
Okay, I'm using it.
What is that?
Printout from the FLHS to that the director is not happening.
Okay. Did that document become a permanent part of your case file when you ran your license?
Oh, yes.
Okay. This time, we have a 3 marks associated with 1B in the evidence.
Counsel?
No objection.
Okay. 1B.
Detective, on the toxicology report, what were the results that were published to you when you received that report?
Can you see this?
Once I went in and received them, the toxicology came back with ketamine, norketamine, MDMA, and withdrawal alcohol.
Is there a way to tell the level of those substances in one's blood from that report, or is that just telling me what was present in the blood?
It gives you results on Maecee and attest to the load that she had.
As further part of your investigation, did you analyze any black box data from the Mercedes?
Yes, we went ahead and downloaded the ETR from her website.
Okay, and what exactly does that data tell you about the vehicle?
It generally gives us about a 5-second window pre-crash to what the vehicle is doing. It could be steering, braking, acceleration, and changing speed.
Okay. Madam Clerk?
May.
Showing the detective with 3 marks that states Exhibit 1E. Recognize what that is?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
This is the PDF printout. EDR on the Lathers.
Did that become a permanent part of your case file?
Yes, sir.
At this time, Judge, I move to have the 3 marks that states Exhibit 1E in the evidence.
Counsel? Right, Mr. Bell?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you going to give this evidence to reference, or should I get back to the question?
You can give it up to your honor.
How many miles an hour did you say?
78.
78?
So while you're at the scene, detective, did you try to canvass the area for any CCTV footage?
Yes.
Were you able to find CCTV footage?
Yes.